can see that I am charging mine. You can see the little battery going up. The on and off button is back here. You just push and hold that, and that will kind of turn it on. So here are a couple of things that I want you to know. Try and get it close enough so you can see it. So there are 5 sensitivity levels. Oops, it's dimming. There are 5, so I just pushed the wrong button and it went up to 3. So the sensitivity level is how, I don't know if it's close or loud it has to be in order for it to go off. So when it's down to 1, you get way less reactions from this. And when it's up to 5, you get more reactions just because it's hearing and catching more. So we have, whoops, it keeps going off on me. Sorry about that. But it's easy to tell when it's charging. You can see it. There we go. Usually you're not looking at the screen this long. Okay, so it comes with 3 settings. So it can buzz, it can beep, and then it can do the little zap. You will notice that I do not have the zap on. I have only ever had to use the zap once. That was just so my dogs knew what was about to happen, and they have never had to be zapped again. And in fact, we actually don't use these very often anymore because they have learned. It really did teach them. They don't have to be wearing the collar. So whenever we, sorry. There we go. Okay, so you can set it and you can push the button on the back. So now you can see, it's a little bit trickier because it's red. So now you can see that is, so first it will beep at them, next it will vibrate, and then it will do the little zap. Now, the beep, so there's just 1, and I'm just clicking this button here in the back. And it is adding, changing. So this is just vibrate. This is both. And then you can add that red one down there. So, so one of the things that I really love about this is, like I said, I first turned it on just beep. That worked for a while. It's very loud. Once they were like, oh, let's try it out. Then I added the buzz, the both of them. And then they were like, oh, let's find out if we keep barking through. I have a pit bull and she is a tester. So we had to turn on once and that was it. After that, they went right back to just hearing the beep. Once we decided that they didn't necessarily need to be wearing it anymore, we actually just kept it charged sitting by the window or the door where they usually bark. And when they would bark, it would beep and they would stop. And as I mentioned, we honestly don't have to put this on them very much anymore. The other thing is, so the charger is magnet. So you just pop it right on there and it goes and it hooks up to, I'm going to reach in front of you. Sorry about that. Hooks up to a USB. That's it. So you plug the USB in. I have it connected to my computer right now. You can see it's no longer charging. It does light up, so you know when it's turned on, just in case you're not checking it on your dog every time you use it and you forget to check the battery. I like I said, I am not a shock collar kind of person. We rarely have ever used the shock option, but the different sensitivities and levels have been really awesome. The box says it's waterproof. We've never checked to see if it's waterproof. I'm going to believe them. But my dogs have never like worn it out in the rain or anything like that. So I think this is a great way to help train your dog, and they can be taken off of it after a while. And I highly recommend that if you have a dog who's having some trouble with barking, this is a great collar with the beep, the vibrate, and then the shock to kind of help them out and figure it out.